And that was the night. Until about, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, when I called her and said, you made it. Come on, let's give her a hand. Dr. Nanah Sesay. Now let me say this, I do not like to be called doctor. People who know me call me Jibril, because somehow it makes me feel as if I'm different. And I'm not, I'm crazy, I know. Now the people whom I have gone to school with, high school, university, and I work with, including my students, I love my name, Jibril, the angel. Everybody. Now do I look like an angel? No, I don't. But parents are very nice. They never give their name Satan. No, they never do. But they find Michael, Joseph, Mary. So my parents saw me and looked how handsome and dumb I looked and said, this boy is going to be an angel. And he called me Jibril or Gabriel. But believe me, I have committed some of the sins. Some of the sins that I wouldn't name. But all the same, Nanah here has a dream, but the dream does not come from her. It came from her father.
Everybody clap your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Okay.
Now we know that anyone who came from Sierra Leone or anywhere in the world came to the United States to pursue something better. Now those of us who have achieved what we have achieved is not because we are smart. No, I have friends who are smarter, who could not get what I have gotten. But the circumstances sometimes just have a way of diverting us to a different planet. Sometimes it is difficult. So therefore, I do believe that there is no one that is more important or less important than I am or anyone else. The only person who can claim to be better than another human being is the one who doesn't get sick, who doesn't go to the bathroom, who doesn't bleed. But if you do those things, then you realize that you are a human being, no better, no worse. So whatever you achieve, and I know Nanah knows this, that she's going to continue to be herself. Her achievement is for her father, my father's dream.
All the love you showed to me, thank you. The care you showed to me, thank you. For keeping me in your memories, thank you. Oh yeah, I said thank you. For showing me your love, thank you.
So, at this juncture, I want you to stand up, please. And so then, a moment of silence for these 3 people. And I'm going to name them, call their names, not in a matter of significance, because they are all equally important to Nanah. They made her. But her father stands aloof. So, here we have her aunt, who coincidentally died March 21st, less than a month ago. Then her mother, Madam Boma Haja Fatu Kamara. I'm sorry, the auntie Boma Kamara. Her mother is Haja Fatu Jamne Kamara. And of course, the father. Now, the father and the mother have a different name. Because I do know when my mother married my father, she kept her name. It's not necessary. So, the father for whom Mrs. Dr. Nanah has fulfilled is Shega Santini Fofanah. Let's give these people a loud welcome, and please, after that, stand up for a moment of silence in tribute to them and for all that of us who have lost loved ones. Just a moment. May their souls rest in peace and in tranquility. Amen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So I move on the program. At this time, I'm going to call upon Mrs. Bernadette Mbadu K. Bangura to do a tribute. Okay?
Good evening to everybody. First of all, I want to say many thanks to the Almighty God. It is only God's grace that Mrs. Sesay is able to achieve all of the good things that her father dreamt of her. I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the Sesay's family and the Fofanah's family. I want to welcome everyone to this very unique occasion. This is a very, very special thing. I'm so proud and happy for Mrs. Sesay. I also want to thank the Lord because the weather is so beautiful and we have so many beautiful people around this place. For you all to leave what you have to do and then just come to celebrate with Mrs. Sesay. This is a very unique thing. I want to thank you all and I pray that everyone in this room will go home safe and sound. I thank you all, Mrs. Sesay. I thank you, Mrs. Sesay, for taking me as an elder sister. I've known Nanah since she came to this country and she has always been very close to me. I thank you for coming from Soko, and I thank all the Soko people in this room.
Mr. Shekhar Kamara to give a tribute, one of the two tributes. Mr. Shekhar Kamara, please. Somebody call him in here, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am very sorry about this. This is our cultural dance, and a lot of people know when you introduce me in a forum like this is the thing they play for me, but today I'm not feeling well. That's why, so I'm very sorry about that.
Koso. Koso. Arabioli babami. Arabi kuku.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am just going to give a synopsis of Dr. Nanah Fofanah Sesay journey to education. Dr. Sesay started education in Sierra Leone, in Songo, Koya, Chico. When Dr. Sesay migrated to the United States, her passion for education never wavered. She worked relentlessly to work, as the chairman said, in a million miles, the first journey must start. And Dr. Sesay did not only take the first step of the 1 million miles away. She went through it. And tonight, we call Doctor again, Doctor, and congratulations for your hard work. Dr. Sesay has served also the community of Koya for a very long time. Recently, Dr. Sesay joined a group of like-minded people about 4 years ago and found one of the fastest growing organizations in the metropolitan area. organization, Dr. Sesay served as a founding member and also the first vice chair lady for the organization. And she was multiple tasked to see that the cornerstone of the organization was and stayed strong. She served as a Secretary General. She served as a Financial Secretary. She served as a Treasurer. She has done everything for us. Tonight, many of the organization members are here to show appreciation to Dr. Nanah Fofanah Sesay for her hard work. And I also want to say thank you very much for everything you have done for this organization and for the community of Koya. Dr. Sesay did something for me personally about 2 months ago. Even though she may not want me to bring it, but this is the time when somebody do something for you, all you have is appreciation. You cannot pay people. You appreciate what people are doing for us. 2 months ago, I received a call from Freetown that my brother was dead. I was disoriented because I was the next on the list. So it means that if that man passed away, I have to leave the United States to go and take care of my family. So the message went out to my brothers and sisters of Songo and Koya in general, including Dr. Sesay. I was making funeral arrangements when another call came from Freetown that my brother still had a life. But he was just waiting for God's will. So everybody pronounced him dead. I sent for the medical personnel in Songo to come and see and make a judgment over my brother. They talked to me on the phone that my brother wasn't going to make it. Within that cause, my wife called Dr. Nanah Sesay and explained the circumstance to her. She used to call me Mister in a normal circumstance. But at that time, she told my wife to give me the phone. The first thing Dr. Nanah Sesay said to me was, Sheka, what the hell are you doing? If that man has a life, it means that we have hope. And we may save his life. And this is what I want you to do. She used her medical experience and gave me step by step ways as to what I should tell the people over there to do. And not only that, she made arrangements for medical people to go to Songo that night. And today, my brother is living. Dr. Sesay, I thank you very much for saving the life of my brother. I appreciate you. God bless you. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the enticing young lady one more time to dazzle you. Come on, let's give her a hand.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Dr. Nanah. You've done so much for each and every person in this room. And I think that one more time, we should give a round of applause for her journey and what she's done. So let's just give her a round of applause right now for a job well done. Thank you. I pray for many, many, many more years to come. The song that I'm singing is called Wind Beneath My Wings, and I dedicate it to you because at the end of the day, God and your Father watching you is the wind beneath your wings. And I hope that you enjoyed this a lot.
It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine, that's your way. You always walked a step behind, so I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. Beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I could fly than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Ooh, it might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. Of course I know it. I'll be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. And I can fly than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. Oh, and I could fly an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Ooh, you are the wind beneath my wings. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank God for you, the wind beneath my wings. Thank you.
If you look at your program, the next speaker is the celebrant herself. She said she is 50 years old. Now, listen to what I said. She said she is what? Now, I'm not going to ask you to raise your hand if you are 50. But I hope if you are, that you could look as good as she does. Now we've had this a lot of times that you are only as old as you feel. And one thing about our custom is that somehow we love to embrace, to make yourself as happy as you can, but please never try to hurt another human being. Yes, they say you have one life to live. Now some of you think tomorrow is there. I know better. I have lost a whole lot of folks. Within a month's time, 11 people. A month's time, and my closest brother, that is my sister-in-law here. Within 40 days, he left to go home, came back, not Ebola, folks, malaria. And within the split of a second, he was gone. And then other folks. And so, Pasantiki Fofanah is gone too. We will go. But I don't care about when I go. See, I have today. I don't care about tomorrow. Because today will determine tomorrow. Yesterday, of course. Today will become yesterday. So please leave today. Now, 50 gives you a lot of reasons to make excuses. See, when you get a certain age, you can do certain things and say, oh, because I'm old. And you can get away with this. But Nanah, you don't look 50, so you cannot make those kinds of excuses. She's a beautiful woman, and see, we've been talking about Nanah, but let us not forget, behind, and I said what? Behind every woman, there's a very strong man, and sometimes, in fact, the person behind is the strength, the pillar, because she is what Latin people say, latercus, give you the little push that you need to go forward. So let us not forget, Mr. Sesay, please, Mr. Sesay, will you stand up? Now, I don't know how old is he, but he doesn't do whatever he old is. Come on, let's give him a hand. Thank you very much for being the man behind the woman, beside the woman, and sometimes in front of the woman, and sometimes somewhere else of the woman. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, let us welcome the mighty doctor, our newest doctor for that matter. And we're going to keep on calling our doctor tonight. After that, some of us. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Sesay, I bring you the
On March 23rd of this year, I completed my second and final oral defense. After my chairperson who lives in Ohio told me that if you make a mistake, I will fail you. I almost had a heart attack when I read that email. I said, started having chest pain, left hand numbness. I have to take 2 aspirin. Thank God the pain resolved. So I have to put in a lot of effort into my second oral defense. After I finished my oral defense, my second committee member, who lived in Minneapolis, where the university main campus is, the university's name is Walden University. I'm sure most of you have heard of it. Dr. Morgan thought I did a marvelous job. Dr. Cornelius, who is my chairperson, who has been guiding me, thought I did an outstanding job. By the time the oral conference was over, I knew one thing. I'm finally over with this program after 2.5 years of going full time. While I was going through this program, I went through so many challenges. When I started the program, I was telling Dr. Sesay, I used to weigh 186 pounds. Today, I'm weighing 156 pounds. Just because of the constraints I have to go through. For the past 2 years, I've been sleeping only 4 hours a night. If I'm lucky, sometimes 3 hours. Sometimes I don't sleep at all. If I have to do a lot of research to come up with my paper, to come up with everything that I need. And sometimes you stay up, you put in all that work, you send your paper, just for them to turn it back in and say, this is rubbish. And you have to start all over again. And this is where the stress came in. And this is where I'll have the diarrhea, which is why I lost all the strength. But I stayed on. My classmates from Nigeria, Julia, when I started grumbling and saying that this is difficult, I can't go through this. I don't have a life. I feel like I'm dying. I have never done something this difficult as this program. Julia would often caution me and say that, Nana, I know you're constrained, but think of it this way. Only 2% of the nurses in the United States are DNP prepared. So when you finish this program, you're going to be in the 2%. If this program was this easy, all the nurses you have in the United States will have a DNP. But you're not, because it's difficult. So, suck it up. So I did. Every week I'll say, next week, I'm not going to post again Blackboard. I'm not doing any more research, this is just too much. But then by Wednesday, I have to post on Blackboard, because if I don't post, my grade will be decreased. I did all this because I wanted to fulfill my father's dream over and over and over again. Fulfilling my father's dream came about when I was about 7 years of age. My father was a farmer and also a headman in Sogoro. So he used sometimes to go to the neighboring villages to farm. He believed in education. He used a lot of value in education. So as many children as he had, all of us went to school, and all of us went at least receive a minimum of high school education. He usually tells us that after you receive your high school education, it's up to you now to continue to pursue formal education. But I have to take you at least to high school education. Male or female, it doesn't matter. So I was in 3rd grade when my father was in the neighboring village farming. And anytime we go to school, they ask us to go back because we don't have our school fees. So they asked me to go out like 1 or 2 times, and I got sick of it because I love to go to school. So I walked up to my father wherever he was farming, and he came to Sogo. And he got that all of us, we were all at the time going to amalgamated in colony, even though we live in Koya. By that time, colony school was considered a better primary school. So we were following him, like 13 or 14 of us behind him, and he has a 3-piece suit. We were like 1 kilometer away from our house when my father started talking. Okay, here I am, going to pay your school fees. When you don't grow up, you better don't start driving me when you see me in your office. You better don't say, tell that old man I'm not here. You better don't give excuses when I come to your houses or your offices. As my father was saying that, I told my father, Papa, you know what? We've been waiting too long for you. It's time for you to go pay our school fees and don't tell us anything else. All we need from you now is to go and pay our school fees. Our house was opposite the market. So the people from the market saw my father chasing me. And they were like, oh, look at Pastor chasing Nanah. I wonder why he's chasing Nanah for. So my father went to school, paid our school fees, and came back. And of course, we remained in school until the end of the school day. And so I was afraid when I came home because I know he's going to whip me up. My father was a strict disciplinarian. But when I came home, I was like standing in the corner. And my father came and said, the only way I would whip you for the comments you made this morning is if you promise that you're going to get the highest education that you can possibly get. I made a promise to my father. I said, yes, I'm going to get the highest education that I can possibly get. At that time, I just said it. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't even know I was making like a deal to the devil. Because until attaining my PhD degree, I keep on doing my father. When I'm so tired to go post on Blackboard, when I'm so tired to research, when I'm so tired to find articles, to put my dissertation together, when I'm sleeping, my body is willing, my spirit is willing, but my body is weak. I will dream my father. My father will come. It feels like he'll come and say, wake up, you have to go post on Blackboard. Today is Wednesday. If you don't post by today, your grade will be decreased. He's constantly behind me. It's like I don't have a peace of mind. And I finally told myself, this is what he always wanted for me. He wanted me to have a higher education. As such, I have to fulfill his dream. This DMP degree has nothing to do with me, has nothing to do with my prestige, has nothing to do with what I want. I was comfortable being a nurse practitioner, but I wanted to fulfill my father's dream.
Thank you.
with him. I can't even tell you. He's the type, he believe in me. If I say I'm going to do something, he knew I'll do it. So he'll fall behind me, he'll give me all the support he possibly can give for me to forge ahead, for me to achieve my dream, whatever those dreams are. If he has to clean the house, if he has to do the cooking, if he has to do anything, as long as I pursue my dream successfully, he will do it. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. Ladies and gentlemen, my husband is the type of man, we have 2 boys that you can see them. He will give anything for those boys. My youngest boy, Rashid, is 16 years of age. He's in the 10th grade. Rashid goes to a neighboring school, Hayfield Secondary School, which is not too far from where we live. It's like we're neighbors. But believe me, my husband will work on the evening shift, the 3 to 11 shift. He'll come home, sleep for a few hours. Rashid wakes up, because they have time to school, go to school real early. Rashid wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and Ali never misses a day to escort Rashid to the bus stop. Even at age 16. What a dedication. What a dedication. The person I'm pressing for me. Alpha needs a lot of help, and Ali is on top of everything. He's pioneering every needs of this family. I want ladies and gentlemen to help me to thank Ali for all the things he has done for me and my children. Thank you, Mr. Ali. The next person I'm going to recognize is the gentleman that was here earlier that gave a brief statement, Dr. Nanah. Dr. Nanah has been my preceptor for the DNP program for the past 1 year. He started precepting me in September 2013 through September 2014. I'll go to his office every day, not every day, twice a week, to get my practicum hours. Because the DNP comprises of 2 components. You have to do the theory and you have to do the practicum. That's why it's called Doctor of Nursing Practice. And Dr. Nanah was my preceptor. Preceptorship is so important to the Doctor of Nursing program that if you don't have a preceptor, you might as well forget it. You're not going through the program because 50% is your dissertation, the other 50% is your practicum. When I started the program in 2012, I didn't know I had to apply for the practicum a year ahead of time. Until when I started going to my classes on Blackboard, I started getting this message. Your application is late. At first I ignored it, but I just started the program. Then this message keeps flashing each time I go to any of my classes on Blackboard. So it kept on bothering me. So I called my academic advisor. And I said, I'm seeing this program every time I go to my classes on Blackboard. And she told me that's because the program, the message pertained to you. You were supposed to apply for your practicum 2 weeks ago. You're late because you've been in this course for 2 weeks now. And I said, oh my God. I said, what does that mean? She said, that means you are one year late into the program. So if you're supposed to complete like in 2 years, now you're going to complete in 3 years. And I said, what can I do to alleviate this problem? She said, this is what I can do for you. I can advocate for you in the DNP office only if you can get a preceptor within 10 days. That's impossible for most people. Well, at the time, I started having stomach ache. I was in a building where I can make a call inside, so I went outside. First person that came to my mind was Dr. Nanah. I called Dr. Nanah. I was anxious. I was in a state of shock when my academic advisor told me that. I remember calling Dr. Nanah, the phone rang twice. He answered the phone on the 3rd ring, and I said, Dr. Nanah, I'm in trouble. He said, what kind of trouble? I said, I'm in this DNP program. That's the first time I'm telling him about the program. I said, I'm in this DNP program and I need a preceptor. And if I don't have a preceptor from now on, until 10 days, I'm out of the program. I didn't say I'll be backwards for 1 year. I just said I'm out of the program. And Dr. Nanah said, okay, I'll be your preceptor. I said, excuse me? He said, I'll be your preceptor. I said, are you serious? He said, yes. I said, but it pertains a lot of paperwork. I have to do a lot of paperwork. He said, I don't mind. He said, just download the paperwork. I called him on a Monday. He said, download the paperwork, fill as much as you can, come to my office on Wednesday at 6 p.m., and I'll sign the part that I have to sign, and then you're going to send it back to the university on a zip document. He already knew because he's been precepting a lot of students, and I don't know that. And the students include Sierra Leone students too, because I know another Sierra Leone practitioner working in Alexandra Hospital who was precepted by Dr. Nanah. So I did what he told me. I came to the office, he signed my paperwork, I sent them back, I scanned them all in, and I sent them back to the university on a zip envelope. And I'm in the program, thanks to Dr. Nanah.
Let me see you raise your hands. I put them in the air. Put them in the air. High, high.
Dr. Nanah just left. I wish he's still here. He has another function to attend. I wish he's here to hear me telling him how much I appreciate his preceptorship, how much I appreciate what he did to me. To tell him that 50% of my DNP, I'm dedicated to him. Because if it wasn't him, I wouldn't have earned this DNP. But since he's not here, Marianne, you all can tell Dr. Nanah, I thank him so much. I can't even bless him. He's already blessed, so I won't bless him. The only people that are blessed are his kids. One day somebody will repay his kids. He has young kids. One day somebody will repay his kids. Whatever he did for me, somebody will repay him.
Because I'm happy. Come along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Come along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy.
I don't want to hold you up, so I'm going to cut my statement short. But I do want to recognize a very fabulous lady. This lady was the only, outside of my family, she was the only person I told that I'm in school attending the DNP program. Outside of my family and of course my Virginia Hospital Center family. She was the only Sierra Leonean that I told. I told her because I trusted her. I told her because I knew after telling her, the message would end there. It won't travel any further. I told her because I knew she'd have me in her prayers. And her prayers will guide me through this DNP program. And of course, once in a while when I go through rough and tumble road, I'll call her. And I said, this is the situation, I don't think I'll do it. She'll say that, oh yes, you'll do it, you're blessed. You have done better in life. You will do it. I know it's difficult, but you will do it. She trusted me. She trusted me more than I trusted myself. She believed in me. She never had a word of regret towards me. She's always praising me. Oh, you're fabulous. Oh, you're beautiful. I'll say, stop that. I'm not yes, you're beautiful. You are kind. You are all nice, but she's always saying that to me. She was one of my inspiration towards the CNP program. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to thank Mrs. Willie Minor. I read the program go on. This is basically what I needed to say. The rest of the people that I have to thank will be done when the vote of thanks is done. I thank you all for coming. I thank you all for celebrating with me. I'm sorry I did not say, most of you are not aware of this second agenda in the program until you get here, but that's because of the situation that I have to go through. Thank you all very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to recognize two people who taught me in high school. One of them promised to give me her daughter in marriage, and I'm still waiting. And Mrs. Bangura, will you please stand up? Those are the people who made me educationally what I am. And
operating the 6226 machine, the 99.9 FM mega mix non-stop. I want to see the bosom of the men be warm. DJ Bigger! If you don't dance, it's a crime. We're gonna pull you guys over.